Hi everyone, in this video we are going to comment a little bit on one mistake that occurs very often when trying to simplifying this type of fraction here. And the mistake commonly seen would be to cancel the 2 and the 6, that leaves the 3 here and the 1 there, and to rewrite this as 4x plus 3. Or this 2 can be seen to be simplified with this 4, and we have a 2 here and the 1 left, and we end up with 2x plus 6. So the first thing is that you see that these two ways to simplify do not lead us to the same result, so there is something wrong going on here. And we are going to look at this in a little bit more detail. To understand in depth what's going on here, let's have a look at 4 plus 6 over 2. So I got rid of the x here for the sake of simplicity. If you want to work out this fraction here, you see that you do 4 plus 6, that makes a 10, that you divide by 2, and you end up with a 5. So the question is, how could you first simplify this 4 and this 6 with the 2 here before you do the addition and still find a 5? Well, you see that if you try and simplify this 4 by this 2 here, the result will make a 2. And if you want to end up with a 5, you need to add 3 to this, which results from the simplification of this 6 by this 2 also. So basically what you need to do here is simplify this 2 with both the 4 and the 6 to end up with a 2 and a 3 over 1, which is a 5 here. This is because here we have an addition, and this is very important to keep this in mind. So if it works this way with numbers, it should work exactly the same way with algebra. So if you want to simplify 4x plus 6 by 2, you have to simplify this 2 with the 4 and the 6 to leave a 2 and a 3, and you end up with 2x plus 3. This comes from the fact that the 2 here is dividing the whole numerator, so the 4x plus 6 as a whole is divided by 2, so you need to divide every single term in there to get to the correct expression. It's not really surprising to see this mistake or that mistake very often, because when you've been taught to simplify fractions of the kind 4 times 6 over 2, then you were taught to only simplify 1 2 at the bottom and 1 at the numerator like this. And so here you would end up with 12, which makes sense because 4 times 6 is 24, divided by 2 is 12 indeed. You could even here cancel out the 2 with the 6, end up with the 3 and the 1, and again 4 times 3 will make a 12 over 1, which is 12. So here, this cancellation here is correct, where this one here was not. And this comes from the fact that here you have a multiplication, and here you have an addition. So keep in mind that these cancellations behave very differently. Let's now try and connect what we've seen here about multiplication and what we've seen about addition. If you want to present this in a different way, you could rewrite this 4x plus 6 as 2 multiplying 2x plus 3. So if you need to divide the whole thing by 2, like we had in our first example, you see that here, this 2 only cancels out this 1. And so you end up with the same 2x plus 3 as we had with the correct cancellation. And if you have a look at the left-hand side right here, you see this totally corresponds to the fact that this 2 here is cancelled out here to leave a 2 and there to leave a 3. So make sure that when you're trying to simplify, you check that an addition or a subtraction is involved, and they both work the same way, or a multiplication. If the addition is involved, you need to cancel out here, you need to divide every single term involved at the numerator. If it's just a multiplication, you have to cancel out either one of the two factors that you have to get to the correct result. That's just the way numbers work. I hope this helped. Don't hesitate to watch this video a few more times to really understand how these things work, because it's pretty important.